Madden football brings you the Divisional Round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Lions and the Hawks, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Ahead will decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Seattle Seahawks. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
Still scoreless here in the first, but a third down situation forthcoming. Let's get into the action. To throw is Wilson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams.
Nothing on the scoreboard thus far, but that might very well be about to change as this offense comes up on a first and goal situation. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. On second and goal, Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick second. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
All in all, he was pretty...
Let's get back into the action. This defense up against a 1st and 10. The ball down at the 12-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown! A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the second quarter. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Let's go. Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was
So here's the situation upcoming. Second quarter, 3rd down, and this defense just trying to force the field goal attempt. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Oh, and it's off the mark. Harrison Butker pushed it to the right. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Another shot now for this Lions offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense. Let's see what this defense can do here. Ball at the 18-yard line in the red zone. On 1st and 10, Collins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Line of scrimmage, the 9, 2nd and about a yard. Looking to throw. Collins. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. And in for the Lions, touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
He'll find Metcalf. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Let's go.
Now here's the call.
After review of the play, ruling on a field stands.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On 1st down, Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36. 18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now. Again, Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't. We drop you into the action here, neck and neck, tie game, 3rd quarter, 3rd down. Can this defense get the stop? Collins to throw on 3rd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. A 4th down coming up. Decision time now as this would be a long field goal attempt. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. So a chance to give his guys a 2nd half lead there, but it goes by the wayside.
And Brandon, that's the worst sound in the world for an NFL kicker. Gong!
That was good. Do that again.
Gong!
Yeah, Detroit back in possession of the football. And a tight game after punting last time. See. On second down now, this defense sort of finding themselves with their backs against the wall. Ball in the red zone. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. On second down, it's Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Back to throw. Collins. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Touchdown! T.J. Hockenson. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Lions have taken the lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
The key coming up here, preserve the lead for this defense. 4th quarter, close game. 3rd down, here we go. On 3rd down, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Russell Wilson and company in the red zone as we'll jump in to see what the Seahawks can do here. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. This offense has marched the ball down the field nicely. In good position, can they finish the drive off? 1st and 10 in the red zone. Hands it off out of the gun. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. Russell Wilson and company in the red zone as we'll jump in to see what the Seahawks can do here. Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen. And it turns into a nice positive play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. That close to... They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 76 yards on the ground for him so far. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. A throw over the middle taken in, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now a throw here to his running back. That catch good for only a couple. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. On the handoff, Taylor, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here comes the Lions punter now. He's been terrific so far. White now to return. And a fast footwork by White. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. They need to get this around the 40. Now Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete on the deep ball. Here's 2nd and 10. Wilson to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in.
And that one to the good run tally right there. He's been strong throughout this game, and there's no reason to suggest he's going to slow down in the fourth quarter at all. And that's exactly what they need him to do. Keep churning out first downs.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Well, sometimes you get a mismatch in these divisional round games. Not here. This has been everything we could have hoped for.
Okay, Brandon.
The Seahawks, they are moving on as we say so long, everybody.